Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Okay, I have the Lily of the Valley stitch. It's double-sided. It's very easy to do. It's got great texture, and I believe, yes, it's a 2-row repeat pattern. So right on the end here, all I've done, I'll show you how to, if you want to square it off, we don't actually start with a single crochet on this pattern. There's a few patterns out there, and they had all various chain 3s going up the side and stuff, and I had a look, and to be honest, I kind of zhuzhed it up a little bit. So I've got chain 2s here, and not only that, you can either leave it completely plain if you're going to do a single crochet all the way around, or you can finish it off like that. The reason why it just creates a more square piece of work, I'll show you when we get to the row, and you can see what I mean if you want to level it off. So yes, so this pattern is I made this in DK yarn, lightweight yarn number 3. You will need a 4mm crochet hook. She says that, but where's mine? Here it is. 4mm. And if you want to do a baby blanket, chain 120 stitches for this. It'll give it a nice size for you. But yeah, I've done this with a 4. You can try it with a 5 if you want it a bit more, not so tight, but it's not that tight really. It's really quite soft. It creates a really nice fabric. And the other thing is, this pattern is also worked up in multiples of 4. Well, the way I'm doing it is in multiples of 4. Like I said, there are other tutorials out there, 4+1 and then a single crochet. Just stick with multiples of 4, and you'll get a nice straight piece of work. The other thing I wanted to say is that yes, you can use a 5mm crochet hook. You can make this in any yarn and any hook as well, depending on what projects you want to make. But this is great. You can make lovely placemats with this for your dining table or a runner, or it's just a really pretty stitch, the way that it droops down into the previous row and catches the middle double crochet. And like I said, it's both sided, so it's really versatile. So I'm going to push this aside, and I'm going to show you how to make this. I've just got some beige yarn here. Let's move you down a little bit. Yeah, that's about right. So it's a multiples of 4. So I will chain 16. So if you don't know how to do a slip knot or chain, I do have separate videos for this, and also for double crochet, single crochet, they are individually listed as well if you want to go ahead, if you're a complete beginner and you want to go and practice those. Otherwise, I will take it as slow as possible, and if I'm still too fast, then you can slow me down in the playback options. It's a little cog if you're watching on the YouTube on your laptop or your computer. I believe it's the 3 little dots if you're watching it via your YouTube app. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. So if you want to make a sample chain 16 and you want to try it out, otherwise go ahead. If you're making a baby blanket, that's 120 stitches. Right, so what you want to do is do 3 double crochets into the 4th chain. So to do a double crochet, you yarn over, and you count you never count this one, you can start from here, 1, 2 and 3, and there's your 4th. So go into there, do a double crochet, so you yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, yarn over, go in again, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2, and one more time, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So you've skipped those 3 chains, and then you've got 3 double crochets into your 4th chain. What you want to do is skip 3. 1, this one might get a little bit squished, so 1, 2 and 3, and into the 4th one do 3 double crochets again. So yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and 2, yarn over, go in, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That's how you do your double crochets. So we've skipped 3, and in the 4th one we've done 3 double crochets. Skip 3 again, 1, 2 and 3, and into the 4th one 3 double crochets. And 3. You will be left with, yes, you will be left with 4. So skipping as normal, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one just place 2 double crochets. So yarn over, go into that very last stitch and do your 2 double crochets. Oh, sorry, yarn's just split there. That's 1. And that's 2. Now you may think that looks a bit weird because we've got the turning chain here and the 3 double crochets right next to it. So it looks like we've got 4 here, and then we've just got 2. But trust me, it does work out. It will work out. Follow my method. So like I said, here people chain 2, 3, just chain 2. Okay, chain 2, and in this space that we did here, we've got the 3 chains that we skipped here. First thing you want to do is do a double crochet into the space. Okay, then you want to place your 3rd into here. So you've got 1, 2 and 3. You want to place your next double crochet into the middle stitch here. So yarn over. I prefer just to hold it in my finger like this because it can be a bit tricky for the first row, and I go through both loops there. Now when you pull up your loop, you want it nice and tall, okay? You don't want to squash your work. And then you go back into that same space, okay, right next to it, and then do another double crochet. So it's a double crochet in the space, the 2nd double crochet goes into the middle chain at the bottom, and then the 3rd double crochet goes back into the space. Now you don't chain or anything, you move straight on to the next section and do your 1st double crochet, and then your 2nd one will be here into the middle one. It's just this row that's a bit tricky. See what I mean about pulling up your work? See, if you give it a bit of a tug for the first row, it looked like a very long double crochet, but not to worry, it will all settle itself. And then another one straight into the space. Maybe that one's just a little bit too loose. You get my point though. You don't want it to be too tight. That's better. And then into the next one, space, sorry. It's, like I said, it's only this first, because we're working on the chain, so it's a bit trickier. So you've got this last space here, go into there and do a double crochet. And then you want to go into the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3, or go into there, pull up your loop as tall as you can without making it too loose or too tight. And then you go back into that same space that we had and do another double crochet. So you've got your 3 double crochets here and that turning chain of 3. You want to go into that turning, actually into the chain, and do 2 double crochets. Now I just want to point out right at this moment that this is how it looks in all in one colour, and it does look nice. The Lily of the Valley does look all nice in one colour, but I noticed somewhere a pattern which was very similar to this, but they were calling it the Granny Spike, and it was virtually the same. Again, it was slightly different beginning and end, but the similar in the sense that, you know, you work in the space and you work into that 3rd chain. So I think the Granny spiky granny stitch is also done that way. That would look nice in different colours, I believe. So chain 2 and flip your work, and we're doing exactly the same now. It's just a repeat row. So you go into the space straight away after chaining 2, do your 1st double crochet. Now the only difference now is that we've got these 3 double crochets, we're working in the middle double crochet. right here. And then back into the space again. So after we've done that, it's just all, after we've based on done the pattern on the foundation chain, it's all a 1 row repeat after this now. So 1 double crochet in the space, 1 in the third one, but remember to pull it up a bit so they're all level, and then go back into the space again for your 3rd double crochet. There's the next space, go in again, double crochet normal, 1 in that 3rd chain from the previous 3rd double crochet from the previous row, and then 1 back into the space again. When you get to here, it's the same again. We've got your 3 double crochets, you'll have your chain 2 here, and into there place 2 double crochets. So you always end with 2 double crochets. You start with 1, you chain 2, and then you go into the immediate space. But in the end of the row, like when we work this way around, we'll have that chain 2 space and we'll do 2 double crochets in there. It sounds wonky, but it works. So yarn over, into the space, a double crochet. Next one, into the middle double crochet from the previous row, pull it nice and tall, and then 1 in the space again. And you'll continue to do this all the way for your project, however tall you want to go, whatever you're making. 1 in the space. Remember, there's no chains in between these groupings as well. So yarn over, go straight into that space, double crochet. Yarn over, go into the 3rd double crochet from the previous row, pull it nice and tall, and then back into the space again. When you get to the end, you'll have your chain 2, so go into there and 2 double crochets. Chain 2, always chain 2. It's both sided. Let's do another one. Yarn over, go into the space, pull up a loop, pull through 2, that's your double crochet. Then you want to go into the 3rd. That's because you can't see them, but to be honest, if you just look at the work, the biggest one in the middle, that is your 3rd one. If you want to make sure, there's 1, and the 3rd one gets caught under, but the middle one is the most obvious one anyway, so it just catches your eye. So go straight into that. Go across here, double crochet, oops, and then into the 3rd chain there, and you pull it nice and tall. Remember, don't squish the work on the one that we're pulling through here. We want it to extend. That's what gives it this swooshy pattern. So chain 2 there, go into that space and do your double crochet, 2 double crochets. So can you see, not sure I picked the right colour, but if I can put my hand underneath. Now on the very top row, you can either leave it like this when you get to the end of your project, okay, because you will be, like I was saying, you will be doing a single crochet row, and these stitches, you know, you can zhuzh them, and you don't really need to, it's just the tension, okay. So, but you can see there's a clear difference from the bottom row and the top. I like to finish my work off this way, but you don't need to. All it is chain 1, go into that first one, go into the second one, so go into every stitch you can see, but when you get to the space, do the extended one again, double crochet. The double crochet will fall in line with the single crochet at the top. So you got your 3 singles, single crochets, and then when you get to the space, go to the 3rd one and do a double crochet. You don't have to pull it so tall now because we're doing single crochets. That's the next one. 1 more. Yarn over, go into the 3rd one and do a double crochet. And then you've got your 3 double crochets here. And then on top of the chain 2. and you're done. That's how you would finish off your work to make it all nice and even. And it will look like this. So obviously that's the back of the single crochet, so it's going to look a bit different there, but if you're doing a border, I don't think it really makes a difference. You could do that and then just do a single crochet all the way around, so that faces the same all the way from the back side, if you know what I mean. So right, that's the Lily of the Valley pattern. Really gorgeous pattern. Hope you like this tutorial, guys. Please do slow me down, like I said, if there's anything that you don't understand. And yeah, lovely little pattern here. So thank you for your support, guys. Thank you for subscribing. Please do like and share, and send this to anyone who you think would like to make this one. Lily of the Valley stitch. Beautiful. Take care, guys, and I'll see you soon.